Now on Good Morning Northwest, twice in 2 years, the same Emerson Garfield home catches fire. No one lives there, but the flames keep returning. Neighbors are out asking questions, and so are firefighters. The mystery behind the repeat fires next.
And some very different weather to start this week. Rain has arrived in the inland Northwest. We'll show you how to plan for the wet weather to come.
And hundreds of Alaska Airlines flights grounded overnight due to a computer failure. Operations resume, but you can expect some major delays. What travelers need to know right now. You are watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, July 21st. We're going to start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at that first alert forecast. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, and we are seeing rain around the Palouse region and down into the LC Valley and the Blue Mountains for the first time in weeks in some areas. Starting to see some of that wet weather as we look at the loop of the past hour and move into the Silver Valley. Meanwhile, in Spokane and in Coeur d'Alene, we are on the edge of some of this wet weather. And we have seen a couple of sprinkles at times as we've gone through the morning. In fact, we're seeing a couple now in Spokane County, right to the north of kind of the Upriver Drive area here as you move through the valley, right where my hand is. And then as we work your way towards Meade and then up both 395 and Highway 2, we're seeing a little bit of rain that's just kind of hanging out there north of Country Homes as we've gone through out the morning. Even a couple little sprinkles just to the south of Suncrest this morning. So here's what we are on the lookout for as we go through the day. I think our best chance for rain in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene is going to be around lunchtime. So within an hour or 3 of that, not expecting much during your morning drive with the exception of 1 or 2 little sprinkles, just like we're seeing on the north side of town. Then, for the most part, with the exception of 1 or 2 isolated showers, going to be staying fairly dry for the afternoon. Instead, it's going to be our northern mountains that have a chance for heavy rain and a few areas of flooding. We'll take a closer look coming up.
Ephrata police arrested 2 people for shooting and killing a man just outside the Hawk Fuel gas station. About 7:40 last night, officers found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. Paramedics tried but could not resuscitate him. They pronounced him dead at the scene. Police arrested 2 people, a suspected shooter and an accomplice.
We have a breaking news update this morning. Alaska Airlines flights are back in the air. A major IT outage forced a nationwide ground stop last night. Now, the issue started around 8 o'clock, knocking out key systems used for scheduling and operations. And as a precaution, the company grounded all Alaska and Horizon Air flights. Then by 11 last night, the airline gave the all clear and flights started moving again. However, anyone traveling this morning could see some delays as crews and planes get back into position. So if you're flying, check your flight status before heading out. Reporting in the studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Firefighters say a house that caught fire last night in the Emerson Garfield neighborhood is the one that they visited before. Now, this was the scene as firefighters arrived just after 8 o'clock to find flames climbing the backside of the home last night. Fire officials say no one lives in that home, and next door neighbors tell us they've seen a similar scene before.
Well, this is the second time the house has caught on fire in 2 years. The whole back of it's gone right now, so it's been for sale pretty much since then. And we just noticed smoke and saw people running, so we came running out, and now the house is on fire again.
Again, no one was living in that home, and firefighters didn't find anyone at the home, so right now it's unclear how exactly it started. We have new updates this morning on the fire burning north of Highway 291 between Tum Tum and Corkscrew Canyon. The Lake Spokane fire has grown to an estimated 2,000 acres, covering around 3 square miles.
The Spokane County Emergency Management expanding level 2 evacuations over the weekend. Here's a look at the most up-to-date evacuation map. Those living in the area marked in yellow should be set to leave at a moment's notice. The red is a level 3 evacuation notice, which means leave now. A temporary evacuation shelter is set up at Lakeside High School in Suncrest. Take a look. This is time-lapse footage that we took from our Skycam last night, sped up so you can see the smoke movement. This plus cloudy conditions made for a not-so-sunny Sunday in Spokane. Hunter Bertram brings us a closer look at the Lake Spokane fire from beyond the fire lines.
When we were watching while we were loading, it's about 150 feet from our house was the fire.
In a race against the fury of Mother Nature.
We had to remove the skirt get all the blocks out, unhook all the utilities.
Albert Ensley and his wife evacuate as the Lake Spokane fire approaches.
It was very sudden. There was no indication in the morning.
3:18 Saturday afternoon, the Lake Spokane fire erupted, spreading to an estimated 2,000 acres and growing, destroying one home thus far and threatening more.
A lot of the area within the fire perimeter is very steep and very rocky. It's very inaccessible, and it is very unsafe to put firefighters on the ground.
Attacking from the air.
We were estimating this morning that we would have approximately 12 to 14 aircraft on this fire between 2 heavy tankers, multiple fire buses, and multiple helicopters.
And behind me on Highway 291, you can see it's closed off at West Scott Valley Road. DNR telling me they had to do so to ensure that air resources would have clear paths as they continue to attack the fire.
At the evacuation shelter at Lakeside High School, the Ensleys are getting ready for a long night ahead.
What is next? What do I need to do?
The fire today holding near that 2,000 acres. DNR tells me weather conditions allowed good progress, slowing the rate of spread. However, they continue to ask people to stay away on both land and water and listen to evacuation orders.
And really look out for the crews that are on the ground.
Albert Ensley reminds us.
You got to be prepared. Hopefully you'll never need it.
For 4 News Now, I'm Hunter Bertram.
And Stevens County Emergency Management says it will reevaluate evacuation levels for the Hope Fire today. That is burning north of Kettle Falls and is about 35% contained. The fire's burned about 7,800 acres so far. That's about 12 square miles. Stevens County Emergency Management says it's destroyed 2 homes, a business, and at least 20 other structures, including barns, cabins, and other buildings. You can follow the progress of all the fires burning in our area right now. Just go to KXLY.com and click on the Fire Watch, which is under the News tab. Good morning, Northwest time is now 7 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray after a weekend with some smoke out there in the air. Matt, definitely some good news today.
Yeah, we got some very good news today because if you look at what's happening right now in the Lewiston area, we've got some rain, and it has been so long across the greater Palouse region that we have seen rainfall. So it's great to see. We're going to see a little bit more as we head through the rest of today, and there's more rain in some other parts of the inland Northwest that could use some wet weather tomorrow. That's coming up in your forecast.
Yeah, and a summer of extreme flooding, definitely not here, but from 1,000-year rainfall in Chicago to record downpours in New York, now a stalled flood prediction database moving forward. The latest just ahead.
And Ukraine's president calls for immediate ceasefire talks with Russia this week as tensions escalate. Right after the break, what both sides are saying and why time is running out.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Stop bugging me pest control. This summer, don't let stinging insects ruin your outdoor fun. Wasps, hornets, get rid of those stinging pests. Call Stop Bugging Me Pest Control and leave everything to us.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Say no when it feels so good to say yes. Want to sleep in an extra hour?
Yes.
French toast and homemade syrup?
Yes.
Hey, want to play 9?
Yes.
How about a credit union with low loan rates, no hidden fees, online banking, and friendly member services?
Yes!
Experience how good yes can feel.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Welcome back. It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Dozens of people have died of malnutrition in Gaza, most of them children.
According to the Palestinian Health Ministry, 76 children and 10 adults have died of malnutrition in Gaza since the conflict with Israel began in October of 2023. The World Health Organization says most of those have happened since Israel imposed a humanitarian aid blockade back in March. The Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights said nearly 800 Palestinians were killed while trying to access aid between late May and July 7th.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky calls for talks with Russia this week to reach a ceasefire deal. Zelensky says Russia must stop avoiding decisions on prisoner exchanges and returning children. The Kremlin is responding, saying Russia is ready to move quickly on peace, but it wants to achieve its objectives first. The latest talks in Istanbul ended in early June after barely an hour. Ukraine says Russia is building up 160,000 troops for a possible summer offensive.
A man apparently dove into a crowd outside the Vermont Hollywood nightclub this weekend, drove into that nightclub over the weekend, critically injuring several people. Police say Fernando Ramirez was kicked out of the club early Saturday before driving into people waiting for valet services. Of the 36 people injured, 7 are in critical condition. Police say bystanders then dragged him from his vehicle. Some began beating him and one person shooting him in the back. The shooter hasn't been found. Ramirez is now in the hospital under arrest for assault with a deadly weapon.
And a surge of deadly floods across the U.S. this summer is underscoring the need for early flood warnings. Devastating floods on July 4th in Texas killed more than 130 people. 3 more died just days later in New Mexico, and record rains hit Chicago and New York. The Trump administration recently paused work on a database designed to provide Americans with estimates of flash flood risk. But after recent reporting from CNN and the Washington Post, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has received permission from the Commerce Department to resume work on that database.
Takeaways today in your forecast: rain and even some thunderstorms for the next couple of days in the inland Northwest. It'll be a little bit quieter today in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Tomorrow, more active.
A scam alert from the Idaho Transportation Department this morning. A new scam is demanding money for unpaid traffic tickets. ITD says the text lists specific actions that will be taken if payment isn't received immediately and includes a link for people to enter their payment information. The department says you should not click on any unknown link sent to your phone or provide personal or payment information. If you receive this text, report it to the FTC. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
Well, that good deal you found online for a child car seat or a bike helmet might be a dangerous dud. You might unknowingly have a knockoff in your shopping cart. Up next, we look at how to spot a counterfeit product.
And as we send you to a commercial break, we're taking a live look at the newest road construction project that will affect drivers who usually take Upriver Drive. A section of Carlisle is closed between Green and Ralph starting today. We'll have more details about this closure. It's coming up.
He killed 4 Idaho college students. Wednesday, Brian Koberger will learn his fate. We're live in Boise on sentencing day as family and friends of the victim get their chance to plead for justice. On 4 News Now and streaming live on KXLY+.
Crafted here, built to last. Solid American craftsmanship, made for your home, made for life. Now for a limited time, save 30% on all American-made furniture, only at the Tin Roof.
First, they dip into science. Then, they dip into
Yum. Everyone will love the combination of crunchy sticks and creamy Nutella. Nutella and go. Dip into Yum.
When you visit the LC Valley, you'll do more than just get away. You'll relive the history of explorers who traveled through this region, and you might even make a splash of your own. See educational exhibits of Lewis and Clark and immerse yourself in an authentic cultural experience. Unwind and savor the flavor in the Northwest Discovery Destination. Your adventure awaits.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we do one thing, and we do it well. We're plumbers. In fact, we're the largest plumbing company in the region, and we're proud to say we've been voted the best plumbing company since 2009. We give you upfront pricing so you know exactly what you'll pay before we start. And we do everything from drain cleaning to trenchless sewer repair. So if you want plumbing done right the first time, call a plumber. And call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
It's the All-American Sale at Brothers Flooring and Design. This is where we offer big savings on our American-made flooring, like our Pet Perfect and Color Wall fashion carpets. Plus, we'll install as many rooms as you want for $17.76 in celebration of our independence. And you can also save big on American-made cabinets. Plus, all military and veterans can save an additional 5% off during our All-American Sale at Brothers Flooring.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
Insurance companies are big, and they know it. They'll delay payment and deny valid claims,
hoping you'll give up and take a low-ball offer.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay up.
Injured and getting big-timed by the insurance company?
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Crafted here, built to last. Solid American craftsmanship, made for your home, made for life. Now for a limited time, save 30% on all American-made furniture, only at the Tin Roof.
4 News Now is brought to you by BECU and the Scale House Market.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:17. When you buy a bike helmet or a child car seat, one thing matters most. Will it protect you or a loved one in a crash? We trust that these products are tested to be safe, but that's not always the case. In a new investigation, Consumer Reports found bike helmets that don't meet basic safety standards are sold on major websites. And that's not the only potentially phony safety gear you might find online.
Child car seats protect our most precious cargo. While scrolling on websites with third-party sellers like Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, Walmart, or eBay, you might think you found a deal, but it might be a dud.
If you end up with a knockoff car seat, you don't have the guarantee that it was tested to meet the minimum safety standards. If you can't find the mandatory safety language, model numbers, date of manufacture, or even the manufacturer's contact information, that's a red flag.
For car seats, there are a few telltale signs.
Some copycat products might have more narrow straps, like what you would find on a stroller or a high chair, and the knockoffs might even be lacking a chest clip.
Before you click buy, make sure the seller is the manufacturer or major retailer. You can also buy it in person to ensure you're getting the real deal. Bike helmets are another thing that you should not buy from third-party sellers.
Consumer Reports product safety experts recently bought 21 helmets from third-party sellers on Amazon, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Shein, Temu, and Walmart. 8 of the helmets lacked the required sticker or label declaring compliance with Consumer Product Safety Commission standards, meaning they didn't meet the legal requirements for bike helmets sold in the U.S.
Consumer Reports policy experts say this is unacceptable.
U.S. liability laws are outdated, and online marketplaces often use them to shield themselves from taking responsibility for the safety of goods sold by third parties on their platforms. That needs to change.
When contacted about these non-compliant helmets, Shein, Temu, and Walmart took down the listings. The listings for the helmet CR bought from eBay was already down, and the company removed a listing for an identical helmet from a different seller. While CR did not find a non-compliant helmet on Amazon in the investigation, a bike helmet sold on Amazon was recently recalled soon after the study for not meeting CPSC standards. Meta, the owner of Facebook Marketplace, did not respond to multiple requests for comment.
And if you discover that you've bought a counterfeit, return it immediately and report it to the online retailer. That alert could help stop the sale of more fakes and keep others from unknowingly buying these unsafe products.
Let's take a look now, live at your Monday morning. Overcast, and some of us are seeing rain this morning.
Some of us are seeing rain.
And some of us are jealous of the others.
Yeah, exactly. And some of us are going to see rain this afternoon, and some of us will have to wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
But,
okay.
hey, a lot of us, best chance of rain we've had in a long time. In more than a few areas in the inland northwest. So far, we've only had just a few hundredths of an inch across this drought-stricken area here around the Palouse region and the central Idaho panhandle. But you know what? A little bit of rain is way better than no rain at all, which has been the status quo for the past few weeks across many parts of the inland northwest, including areas south of I-90, picking up that rain again this morning. We continue to see a light sprinkle or a light shower around the Meade area as well as we start the day. So everything's down to the south. That is going to change this afternoon as we start looking to the north. A flood watch is in effect for the Elmac area, Okanagan County, the Methow Valley, then down into the Chelan area through Chelan County through 9 p.m. Slow-moving thunderstorms this afternoon. Rainfall rates could top over an inch per hour. Flash flooding possible around burn scars from recent wildfires anytime in the last couple of years. If you live near one of those, you want to be paying attention if you get some of these slow-moving heavy rain coming over your area. 4 News Now weather app, weather radios, best ways to make sure that you know if there's a flash flood warning issued later today. Here's what we've got for this afternoon as far as rainfall goes, or who's going to see the rain and who may not. So it's going to be across our northern mountains, both in Washington and in Idaho. Then just a slight chance as we get into Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and then back down to the central panhandle. Camas Prairie, by the way, going to see a good chance that we'll see maybe perhaps some more vigorous thunderstorm activity. So let's go through the day. Right about noon is going to be our best chance, I think, for Spokane, for Coeur d'Alene to see some of this light rain. It's not going to add up to much. Meanwhile, you see those slow-moving storms developing there across the Cascades into places like Grand Coulee, Banks Lake, seeing some rain there as well. And then you can see scattered across basically all of our northern reaches here. There's those bigger thunderstorms. Could see one or two that become quite vigorous, maybe even try to get a little bit of a small hail involved there in the Camas Prairie region. Most of what you're going to see up north is the occasional lightning strike and that heavy rain threat there as well for places that not just around Omak, but also including Republic, Colville, etc. Here's what we got for the afternoon temperatures. Hey, mid-70s, not bad for this time of the year. It's going to be a little dreary and overcast throughout the day. Same goes for tomorrow as well, but a better chance of thunderstorms in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Tomorrow's going to be the day where things are much more active. So for 2 days, got to make sure you have some rain gear, have some sort of contingency plan if it gets wet. And then we'll be looking at 90s as we head into late this week. And late this week's like this week, but it's Monday right now. And you know what that means? It's time for Pet of the Week.
Our Pet of the Week is a fun-loving 1.5-year-old Australian cattle dog and blue heeler mix named Loki. Loki is full of playful energy, curiosity, and is very smart. He enjoys staying active and would love a home where he can get plenty of exercise and lots of loving attention. Like many cattle dogs, he is intelligent and eager to learn. So if you are looking for a new furry member to add to your family, stop by Companions Animal Center and meet Loki. You won't be able to resist those eyes. For hours, directions, and all available animals, visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org.
Oh, such a sweetie.
Yeah.
Needs a home.
Loki.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:24.
Oh, the Seattle Mariners started off hot in their first 2 games back from the All-Star break. Looked great, but snagging 2 games from the division leaders, the Houston Astros. But did they have enough to finish off the sweep? Find out after the break next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The selection and savings have never been better at Finley Downtown Toyota. Whether you're camping out in a new RAV4 or pulling a boat with a Toyota Tundra truck, Finley is launching the most aggressive deals of this summer with incredible financing options and hot lease specials.
And if you need extra money for your trade-in, we're giving $1,000 over Kelley Blue Book for every trade-in.
You can find it all this week at Finley. Finley Toyota.
downtown.
It's the Summer Splash Sale this week at Quality Spas at the North Division Y, where we take our popular Cal Spas made in the USA and mark them down as low as $7,995, with giant swim spas up to $3,000 off, and our super deep 6-foot swim spa up to $4,000 off, making it the perfect time to cool off or relax this summer with massive savings this week at Quality Spas in Spokane.
Life's just better in a spa.
Comfort and peace. When a loved one is in need of end-of-life care, it's more than care. It's warmth and dignity in the face of advanced illness. Courage binds us all. The courage in facing a terminal illness together. Our care team have dedicated their lives to alleviating pain, discomfort, and providing licensed around-the-clock medical attention. We are Hospice of North Idaho, and we are honored to care for your loved one.
Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain Resort. Play 2 days in Idaho's largest indoor water park and enjoy one night in a beautiful condo for just $57 a person. Ride America's longest gondola for breathtaking scenic views or cruise the Northwest's #1 bike park. Create new family memories around the fire, an outdoor movie, or an evening stroll through the village. Just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene on I-90. Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve.
After my recent accident, I called Craig Swap & Associates. They treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
It wasn't the ideal end for the Mariners in their series against the best team in the division. After 2 incredible wins, Seattle set the stage for a statement sweep, but the Astros stole the spotlight. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Sydney Berger. The future looked bright for the Mariners in the front half of this game yesterday. Bases loaded in the third. Jorge Polanco hit that line drive towards right field to send Miles Mastrobuoni home and a very hyped up Julio Rodriguez. Then Rodriguez at bat in the fourth, ground ball down the center past the shortstop. It lets Mitch Garver come home and put Seattle up 3-0. But here's when things switched. Brian Wu with the pitch. Houston's Cam Smith with the deep fly ball off the back fence over Dominic Canzone. That lets 2 Astros turn on the Jets for 2 runs. Ball game is tied in the 5th inning. The Astros then score multiple runs in the next 3 frames and completely shut down the Mariner offense while they're at it, shutting the door on a series sweep for Seattle. The Astros win the final game of the weekend in a dominant way. Final score out of T-Mobile, 11-3, leaving the M's 4 games back in the AL West. Seattle has 3 more games at home. The Mariners host the Milwaukee Brewers starting tonight with first pitch at 6:40. Tight end Noah Fant has been released by the Seahawks, with Seattle cutting him just days before the start to their training camp. Fant came over in the 2022 deal that sent quarterback Russell Wilson to Denver. In 3 seasons with the Hawks, he posted 130 receptions, more than 1,400 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Fant's release gives Seattle nearly $9 million in cap space relief. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:28.
Thinking about buying a home but concerned about your budget? In today's Money Saving Monday, Derek Dice talks with lending experts about what you can really afford. It's coming up after the break.
Plus, from the North Spokane corridor to the South Hill, construction impacts traffic across Spokane. This is a live look at one of the projects starting today. Find out which roads to avoid on your commute. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
In over your head with the price of doing laundry these days? Arm & Hammer Deep Clean Liquid Detergent cleans 3 times more loads than premium tile detergent at the same price. Clean deep without spending deep.
Summer is here in the Pacific Northwest, and it's set to be a scorcher. But why suffer through another season of sweltering heat and box fans? Call the experts at Bill's Heating and AC. With a lowest price guarantee, free second opinions, and a warehouse full of top quality equipment, we're ready to make your summer comfortable without breaking the bank. Technicians are on standby. Call for your free quote today.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers. Integrated, innovative, inspired.
Mirajoy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We kick off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker.
Afraid police arrested 2 people for shooting and killing a man just outside of the Hawk Fuel gas station. Happened around 7 o'clock last night. Officers found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. Paramedics tried but couldn't resuscitate him. They pronounced him dead at the scene. Police arrested 2 people, a suspected shooter and an accomplice.
President Donald Trump is threatening to scuttle a stadium deal in D.C. unless the Washington Commanders change the team's name back to Redskins. The team made the switch 5 years ago following decades of criticism from Native American groups. A proposal to build a new stadium on federal land is currently stalled in the D.C. Council. Neither the mayor's office nor the Commanders have commented on the president's threats.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's a Monday, July 21st.
And you know what? You've been able to plan your day pretty easily lately with the occasional smoky smell, but today is going to be a little bit different. It is raining across the Palouse, the Blue Mountains, down into the central Idaho Panhandle, even the Silver Valley, picking up some sprinkles here over the last hour. We're also seeing a few areas of rain a little bit closer to home in the Spokane area. In the valley, right along Argonne, we're seeing a little bit of light rain. That tracks all the way up north towards the Meade area, just north of the Y here. We're seeing some rain that's been kind of stuck in place there. So we're picking up some decent rain in just 1 or 2 neighborhoods. Everybody else largely has been on the drier side, at least so far this morning. Otherwise, cloudy skies, temperatures in the low 60s. We'll continue to see a chance of showers, but I don't expect anything to be particularly heavy as we head through the morning. Our best chance of rain for Spokane and for Coeur d'Alene is going to be right around lunchtime, and then we'll see things actually start to break off a little bit heading into the afternoon. Most of the wet weather will track up north into our northern mountains, where things could become quite heavy when it comes to rainfall. And then Tuesday, things get exciting again around the I-90 corridor. Your forecast for this rain event coming up.
We are following breaking news out of Bangladesh, where an air crash killed 18 people and hurt more than 100 others. Here's a look at the scene from Northeast Live. You can see crews are on the scene. A fire has sparked and people are running around in the area. It's pretty chaotic there. The crash happened early this morning when an Air Force training jet went down near a local school. Now, the pilot did not survive, and more than 1,000 students were at the school during the time of the crash. It's still unclear if anyone is still trapped in the area, but search efforts are going on right now, and all known victims have been taken to nearby hospitals. This is a developing story, and we will continue to keep you updated when we learn more. Reporting in the studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. 3 weeks ago, firefighting crews from the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department and the Kootenai Fire and Rescue responded to what they thought was a wildfire burning on Canfield Mountain.
When they got there, a gunman was waiting for them. He killed 2 battalion chiefs and severely injured an engineer. Tomorrow, Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris will host a press conference to discuss the suspected arson and premeditated murder and assault of firefighters. We will stream this live beginning at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can watch it on KXLY.com or on your connected TV using the KXLY Plus app. We will also bring you live coverage Wednesday of Brian Kohberger's sentencing. Kohberger changed his plea in order to avoid the death penalty in the U of I murders trial. He also waived his right to appeal both the plea and sentence. He admitted killing Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. The judge set aside the full day for the sentencing hearing. At the sentencing, family members and others connected to the case will have a chance to speak to the judge about the proposed sentence and the impact of the crime. The Chapin family's already said they will not be at sentencing. They plan to honor their son's life instead. Kohberger will have the opportunity to address the court, but defense has not said whether he will do so. The hearing is set to begin at 8 o'clock our time, again, Wednesday, the 23rd.
Several construction projects are picking back up today. We're taking a live look this morning at construction on the North Spokane corridor that will impact drivers who take Upriver Drive past Carlisle Avenue and Ralph Strait in Spokane. Contractor crews will close Carlisle between Green and Ralph Straits. North Ralph will also be closed between Carlisle and Upriver Drive until August 1st. Now, we've mapped out the detours recommended by the Washington State DOT in case this impacts your commute today. And on the South Hill, South Freya Street is closed between 13th and 21st Avenue while crews replace more than 3,000 feet of water main. There are a few detour routes for through traffic to use until this project wraps up in October. Just added to the list of all the construction fun.
There's lots of them.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:35.
All right. Well, what we haven't seen a lot of is rain in a really long time.
Can we trade?
Really long
Construction
time.
for rain?
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Oh, it would be great if everybody could see just a nice gentle rain all day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is not the case. And in the Omak area and across the Okanagan and around the Cascades, it could be maybe too much rain too fast at times this afternoon. So we're talking about a flood watch in these areas, plus how to plan around some of this wet weather over the next couple of days. Coming up.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new details from the scene of that chilling murder in Maine.
There was a murder amongst us and we didn't even know it.
Early evening, July 2nd, Sunshine Stewart took a swim, then hopped on her paddleboard to explore splendid Crawford Pond. She never returned. Police found her strangled and bludgeoned to death on 100 Acre Island. 2 weeks later, authorities identified the suspect as 17-year-old Devin Young. He was taken into custody Thursday and charged with depraved indifference murder. He denied the allegations.
Nobody was looking for a child. We were looking for an adult.
And this morning, the owner of that campground is speaking out exclusively to GMA.
I looked at the surveillance, went back to the surveillance cameras to see where he was at the time. And those surveillance videos indicated he was on the lake at the time.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on this urgent investigation. With your GMA First Look, I'm Aaron Katersky, ABC News, New York.
Honey, your mouth and eyes are moving again.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go talk to your doctor. We learned the uncontrollable movements are called tardive dyskinesia, or TD, and were caused by Derek's mental health medications. Derek was prescribed Austedo XR, a once-daily extended-release pill for adults. Austedo XR can significantly reduce TD movements, with some seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And he can stay on his mental health medications.
Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, or have suicidal thoughts. Don't take if you have liver problems, are taking Reserpine, Tetrabenazine, or Valbenazine. Austedo XR may cause irregular or fast heartbeat or abnormal movements. Seek help for fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking or sweating. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness.
If you see TD, ask about Austedo XR.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
We invite you to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play, enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at Mistaqua.com.
R&R RV has
has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
You're busy, so at Car Wash Plaza, we're open 24/7 to match your schedule. Plus, we have safety surveillance lights and security cameras throughout the facility. It's easy with multiple payment options, cash, debit, or credit. There's even more reasons to visit our Car Wash Plaza. Our discount cars ensure major savings, and they're good at all our locations.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
He killed 4 Idaho college students. Wednesday, Brian Koberger will learn his fate. We're live in Boise on sentencing day as family and friends of the victim get their chance to plead for justice. On 4 News Now and streaming live on KXLY+.
Welcome back. It's 6:41. Summertime is always a popular time to buy a house. And in the inland Northwest, we've seen home prices level off lately.
But with home interest rates hovering just below 7%, are you better off buying or renting right now? Derek Dice helps us tackle this topic in our latest edition of Money Saving Monday.
Whether you should buy or rent is really a question you have to answer for yourself. So I talked to John Smith of WSECU for the things you should consider when making your decision.
Home interest rates are still high and probably aren't coming down much anytime soon. Smith says the higher the interest rate, the less buying generally happens.
So prices have gone way up. Interest rates are maybe more than what they were 3 or 4 years ago. So the ability to buy, the ability to afford to buy is sort of challenged at this time.
That doesn't mean you can't buy a home, but if you're weighing buying versus renting, here are a few other factors to consider. The upfront costs of home ownership are way more than with a rental.
So you've got to be prepared with things like closing costs, your down payment. Those are large investments that you'll have to make, so be ready there.
There are also ongoing maintenance fees and costs that come with home ownership. But if your goal is to build wealth, then buying is definitely the way to go.
You won't have the wealth creation in a rental that you will in buying.
Smith recommends stepping back and looking at your budget to figure out what you want to spend.
Is what can you really afford so that you can be comfortable with life and not overburdened with financial payments and monthly expense?
That might mean changing spending habits to save money, like canceling food and streaming subscriptions or skipping a coffee run. But Smith says there's lots of help out there, and you can start by finding a good counselor.
A HUD counselor. I know even locally here, there are credit unions who have services where there's a community homeownership development team that specifically works with counseling.
The Washington State Housing Finance Commission is another great resource that can help in your decision to buy or rent. For Money Saving Monday, I'm Derek Dice, 4 News Now.
Takeaways today in your forecast: rain and even some thunderstorms. Monday and Tuesday across our region. It'll be quieter today in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Tomorrow will be a little busier.
Good morning. Northwest time right now is 6:43.
2 children injured in similar tubing accidents in Kootenai County, both hurt by boat propellers. The sheriff's office now sharing some critical safety tips to prevent this. Important reminders on the water when we come back.
Live stream KXLY+ on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier and turn to the experts. Andy's offers a wide range of top quality air conditioning systems that are both reliable and environmentally friendly. Andy's team of experts are highly trained and experienced, so you can stay comfortable with Andy's hassle-free installation service. Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
This is important information from AARP and BECU. You're invited to a free event July 30th at the Southside Senior Activity Center. This is an emergency preparedness workshop designed to help older adults and family caregivers in Spokane County take practical steps in the event of an emergency. Come together with others and walk away with the confidence to face emergencies big or small. Connect with your neighbors, local experts, and support organizations and work together to build a safer, more resilient Spokane. Find out more and register at this website.
Have you seen the Nissan lineup lately? If not, it's time to take a look at Coeur d'Alene Nissan. From the sporty Sentra to the versatile Rogue and the rugged Frontier, Coeur d'Alene Nissan has got something for every need and budget.
Right now, get the 2025 Nissan Pathfinder with 0% APR and $1,000 bonus cash. It's built for adventure and loaded with towing power.
Take a closer look at Nissan's top-of-the-line technology and impressive styling. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Children's Miracle Network provides life-saving care to children facing serious health challenges. The nonprofit helps kids like this year's champion, Mira.
Mira was born prematurely and diagnosed with a cleft lip and palate. She spent her first 11 weeks in Sacred Heart's NICU. With the help of Children's Miracle Network, she's lived up to the meaning of her name, Miracle.
On Thursday, July 24th at Spokane Area Dutch Bros, Numerical will donate $1 for every drink purchased to Children's Miracle Network up to $10,000.
Cheers!
Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett continues to be an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino on Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Welcome back. It's now 6:46. 2 children were injured recently in 2 separate but similar tubing accidents in Kootenai County.
It has the sheriff's office stressing the importance of boating safety procedures. In each case, the victim was being pulled on a tube behind a boat, fell off, and injured by the boat's propeller. The first was a teenage girl on Wednesday at the Ross Point Bible Camp south of Coeur d'Alene. Then Saturday, an 8-year-old boy fell off a tube and got caught in the propeller of the pontoon boat that was pulling him on Lake Coeur d'Alene. Both children were hospitalized with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Kootenai County Sheriff's Office reminds everyone to take extra safety measures while on the water. When a boat approaches a tuber in the water, it must be turned off once it gets close. Just placing the engine in neutral is not safe enough. A competent observer is also required and should help with the rope and ensure the safety of tubers.
Oh, some scary stuff. Well, here's a live look outside today as we kick off our Monday morning. Welcome to the start of your week. Kind of a little bit gloomy start today.
Dreary. A little dreary today, but it comes with something that we desperately need, which is some rain around here. So definitely want to make sure you've got the umbrella or the rain jacket or whatever you need, just in case. Just, you know, leave it in the car if you're out and about today. Because, yeah, you might end up needing it at some point. And definitely as we head into tomorrow around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. The rain is here. We love to see it. Clouds and showers for Monday. We'll see some thunderstorms Tuesday. We'll see cool temperatures over the next couple of days while this wet weather is hanging around. Now, as we go into the afternoon, a chance for some heavy rain, similar to what we saw yesterday in northeastern Washington. We did have one flash flood warning there in the Okanagan County region in the Highlands. We have a chance for some more, unfortunately, today, where it's too much rain too fast. Rainfall rates with slow-moving storms today, 1 inch per hour or more. That means there is a chance for some flash flooding again, especially around those wildfire burn scars. Once you burn the land, it kind of makes it so it doesn't really absorb all that much when it comes to water. Things start flying off pretty quickly. So 4 News Now weather app, weather radios, great ways to make sure that you are aware if there is a flash flood alert for your area. Okanagan and Chelan counties under that flood watch today. Everybody else, chance for some rain. We're seeing that down south right now. It'll track up north into the morning. And we just kind of kind of barely miss most of the action in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Let's show you the next couple of days here. This is about noon here. You can see we have just that brief little chance late morning into about lunchtime for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. And then there are those showers and storms trying to get themselves going around the Cascades and other areas north of I-90. We may try and see a stray shower swing back into the I-90 corridor at about 5, 6 o'clock, but I would not count on it at this point. What is much more likely is as we're waking up early Tuesday morning, we're starting to see sprinkles around Spokane and Kootenai counties. And then as we head into the afternoon, everybody around I-90 and to the north is going to be seeing scattered showers and thunderstorms, which will be a little bit more vigorous than what we'll see today. In other words, they'll likely have a little bit more lightning with the potential as well for some heavy rain. But things will be moving a little bit faster tomorrow as far as storm motion. That will help us kind of avoid some of those flooding concerns. We're back to summer weather starting the middle of this week.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
It's a good day for a drive. Great day for a deal.
Perfection Tire carries a full line of Cooper tires with advanced safety features, warranties, and competitive pricing.
Save even more with Cooper Tire rebates going on now. Nobody beats perfection.
It's the More Furniture Anniversary Sale with unbeatable savings on premium mattresses. Choose from premium brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy, and get 72 months interest-free financing. That's 72 equal monthly payments, no interest, and no money down. Plus, free white glove delivery and removal of your old mattress. It's our way of saying thank you for letting us be a part of your homes, your memories, and your lives. 48 years and counting. More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
The Scale House Market is unique because Spokane didn't have some kind of a permanent structure for a farmer's market.
I want to see as many community members as we possibly can out here enjoying all of the different vendors and farmers and food producers.
Our members are other community members, the families that will be eating here. All of it is vital to how we make partnerships.
I am most excited to bring our famous whole milk to the Scale House Market. What I hope that people attending the Scale House Market will gain is that agriculture is central to this region.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you, so you don't have to worry about a thing.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap & Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap & Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
At Perfection Tire, we believe in more than just great tires.
We offer free services with every tire purchase, extending the quality and life of your vehicle.
Trust Perfection Tire for our lowest prices and easy credit. Nobody beats perfection.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday and the work week in the morning sprint.
We expect some cloudy skies with some scattered showers throughout the day. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your first alert forecast.
Hannah Joy's in studio with details on a deadly air crash in Bangladesh.
But first, Ephrata police arrested 2 people for shooting and killing a man just outside of a Hawk Fuel gas station. Around 7:40 last night, officers found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. Paramedics tried to, but could not resuscitate him. They pronounced him dead at the scene. Police arrested 2 people, a suspected shooter and an accomplice.
We'll have light sprinkles today in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area with the occasional heavier shower at times. Temperatures are going to be quite cool and comfortable as a result of the overcast conditions. We will likely see some drier, longer periods rather, of drier weather in the afternoon. And then we'll be looking towards a better chance in the I-90 corridor on Tuesday for showers and thunderstorms.
Firefighters say a house that caught fire last night in the Emerson Garfield neighborhood is one they visited before. This was the scene last night as firefighters arrived just after 8 o'clock to find flames climbing the backside of the home. Fire officials say no one lives in that home, and next-door neighbors tell us they've seen a similar scene before. Again, no one was living in the home, and firefighters did not find anyone at the home, so it's unclear how the fire started.
New updates now on the fire that's burning north of Highway 291 between Tum Tum and Corkscrew Canyon. The Lake Spokane fire has now grown to an estimated 2,000 acres, covering around 3 square miles. Stevens County Emergency Management expanding level 2 evacuations over the weekend. Here's a look at the most up-to-date evacuation map. Those living in the yellows marked yellow should be set to leave at a moment's notice. The red is level 3, which means leave now. A temporary evacuation shelter is set up at Lakeside High School in Suncrest.
And Stevens County Emergency Management says it will reevaluate evacuation levels for the Hope Fire today. It is burning north of Kettle Falls and is about 35% contained. The fire's burned about 7,800 acres so far, nearly 12 square miles. Stevens County Emergency Management says it's destroyed 2 homes, a business, and at least 20 other structures, including barns, cabins, and other buildings.
Several construction projects are picking back up today, and here's a live look. Construction on the North Spokane corridor will impact drivers who take Upriver Drive past Carlisle Avenue and Ralph Street in Spokane. Contractor crews will close Carlisle between Green and Ralph Streets. North Ralph will also be closed between Carlisle and Upriver Drive until August 1st. Now, we've mapped out the detours recommended by the Washington State DOT. You can see them on your screen here in case this impacts your commutes. And on the South Hill, South Freya Street is closed between 13th and 21st Avenue while crews replace more than 3,000 feet of water main. There are a few detour routes for through traffic to use until this project wraps up in October.
3 weeks ago, firefighting crews from the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department and Kootenai Fire and Rescue responded to what they thought was a wildfire burning on Canfield Mountain. When they got there, a gunman was waiting for them. He killed 2 battalion chiefs and severely injured an engineer. Tomorrow, Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris will host a press conference to discuss the suspected arson and premeditated murder and assault of firefighters. We will stream this news conference live beginning at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can watch it on KXOY.com or on your connected TV using the KXOY Plus app.
We'll also be bringing you live coverage Wednesday of Bryan Kohberger's sentencing. Kohberger changed his plea in order to avoid the death penalty in the U of I murders trial. He admitted to killing Kaylee Consalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. A sentencing hearing is set for the 23rd, which is Wednesday, where the victims' families can speak. The Chapin family has said they will not attend, choosing to honor the life of their son instead. Kohberger may address the court.
We are following breaking news out of Bangladesh, where an air crash killed 18 people and hurt more than 100 others. Here's a look at the scene from Northeast Live. You can see crews are on the scene. A fire has sparked and people are running around. The area is pretty chaotic. The crash happened early this morning when an Air Force training jet went down near a local school. Now, the pilot did not survive, and you can find more details on Good Morning America about search efforts.
A man drove into a crowd outside the Vermont Hollywood nightclub this weekend, injuring 36 people. 7 are in critical condition, and police say Fernando Ramirez was kicked out of the club early. Then bystanders dragged Ramirez from his vehicle, and one person shot him in the back. For more details on the search for the shooter, turn into Good Morning America.
And we will be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray right after this quick.
At Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the Rogue is ready for wherever life takes you. It's the crossover with advanced technology and loads of room. Luxury comfort, perfect for cruising around town, long weekend trips, and everything in between. And with the Pro Pilot Assist, the Rogue helps drive for you. Hands-free, feet-free, worry-free. Take a test drive at our beautiful dealership just off Highway 95. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
It's time to cool off this summer in a new 16-foot or 18-foot swim spa from Quality Spa Spokane at the North Division Y, home of the 6-foot deep swim spa.
Life's just better in a spa.
Overcast skies and a decent chance of rain for the next couple of days across the inland northwest. For Spokane and for Coeur d'Alene in particular, I'm expecting just a few light sprinkles today or the very isolated shower that might be lucky enough to come across your neighborhood. Tuesday's going to be the busier day. Higher rain chances, chance for a little bit of thunder and lightning as well, and for activity as far as showers and storms throughout both Kootenai and Spokane counties.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we've loved having you along. We hope to see you. You can stick around throughout Good Morning America. We'll be bringing you live local updates throughout. We'll see you throughout GMA.